a new spin-off coming from the whoniverse, a brand new show. What happens when the Doctor isn't in town? That's what these shows are about. How does the world cope?
Doctor Who has just had 101 huge announcements. They've been doing a panel at San Diego Comic-Con with Russell T Davies, Ncuti Gatwa, Millie Gibson all in attendance. So this video is going to kind of be a summary of everything that we learnt that's new, exciting, and what's another good word? Enthralling from this Doctor Who Comic-Con panel. I will also have more detailed videos on this channel, breaking down and discussing my thoughts on certain things from these Comic-Con panels, so make sure you're subscribed with the notification bell on so you don't miss out on that. But let's just jump in. So, here from SFX Magazine, we've got a live tweet breakdown of the event. Taking place in Hall H, Ncuti Gatwa, Russell T Davies and Millie Gibson were all welcomed to the stage, as you can see in this little clip here. There's nothing really to discuss. I mean, you can go and find this clip and you'll find this thread over on Twitter. But they all get thunderous applause and the audience goes wild. A funny little bit here as well. Russell says that Kylie Minogue actually texted him during the episode Rogue because she was watching it go out live. I'm pretty sure one of her songs was playing. So it's nice to know that Kylie Minogue still somewhat keeps up with Doctor Who all of these years later. Now this is what I find quite interesting. A fan asked Ncuti Gatwa about being the Doctor that cries.
What does it mean to you, though, genuinely, to be the Doctor who's willing to cry?
I guess it's just the Doctor, like, has had so much loss and joy and every experience, like, lived to the fullest extent. I just can't get over this, like, fact of he has two hearts. Yeah. It just feels things very, very deeply. You know, when your best friend rolls down a cliff and is dead, you're gonna shed a couple of tears. But yeah, I don't know. That wasn't something specifically that we wanted to bring to the role. It was just something that would happen naturally, like with direction. From the writing, from my own interpretation of it, was like an amalgamation of things. And so, I don't know, I guess it's nice to have a hero that feels, and a man that's not afraid to, like, be in touch with his emotions.
Yeah, that's the beauty.
So it doesn't seem like it was that intentional of a choice, but yeah, I've got some interesting thoughts on that, which I think I'm going to save for another video. Russell mentions that the Maestro character from the latest season was actually specifically written for Jinx Monsoon, unlike any of the other guest casts. And they had actual snow, well, not actual snow, I'm sure it wasn't real snow, because I'm sure it's probably quite warm in America, but they had snow falling on the audience, and yeah, there was a funny little bit between Millie Gibson and Russell T Davies about the snow, it always keeps happening, etc. Then we get into the big news. The war between the land and the sea, our first spin-off, is officially confirmed with 5 parts, and the Sea Devils being the main antagonists. Russell has spoken about how the Sea Devils wake up and see what we've done to the ocean, I presume with all the plastic pollution, etc.
What happens when the Doctor isn't in town? That's what these shows are about. How does the world cope? And so we've got a 5-part spin-off coming called The War Between the Land and the Sea, which is the story of the Sea Devils from Doctor Who, which were creatures from 1972. There's a race that lives beneath the oceans. They wake up and they see the state of the oceans that we have put in.
And quite understandably, they're not happy about this. I mean, funnily enough, I actually made a fan film when I was still in secondary school years ago about this happening. The Sea Devils waking up, coming out of the water, angry at humans. You can't find it on the channel because it's unlisted, because dearie me, it's terrible. But anyway, we're getting sidetracked. It's written by Russell T Davies and Pete McTeague, and stars Russell Tovey, Gugu Mbatha Raw, Gemma Redgrave, and Alexander Deviant. Now, you will notice that people like Russell Tovey have been in Doctor Who before, and I must say, after reading the writer's tale, it's no surprise that Russell T Davies has got Russell Tovey back. Yeah, if you know what I mean, you know what I mean. The certain name of a chapter. But we've had it confirmed he is not playing Alonso. This is a new character, as goes for Gugu as well. She's not playing Tish, Martha's sister, despite all the rumours that Martha Jones is actually going to be in this spin-off. I mean, maybe she is. It hasn't been officially announced, but I don't know. I don't think she's going to be a main character, but it would be a bit weird to have Martha in this series with a woman who looks identical to her sister that isn't her sister. Who knows? Hopefully Martha's in it. If UNIT are in it, I don't see why you couldn't just rope in someone like Martha. Especially because this is kind of giving Children of Earth, but not as dark. I imagine this is more for a family audience. But yeah, if you want to see a full video discussing the war between the land and the sea, that's also coming out on the channel, so notification bells on, subscribe, please, and thank you. Shooting for that begins in August, by the way. Now, we also have the actual character name for Varada Sethu's Doctor Who companion for Season 2. We had it hinted before, she is officially called Belinda. Now, Belinda Chandra. Those of you who are little nerds out there will recognise the name Chandra, Rani Chandra from the Sarah Jane Adventures. It's probably just a reused surname. I mean, Russell kind of has certain surnames that he likes to reuse in different shows, like Vivian Rook from Doctor Who Series 3 is also the name of one of the characters in Years and Years, so I'm guessing this is probably just a case of a reused surname, but Belinda's quite a cool name, I'm on board. It's not necessarily a name of this time period though, which makes me wonder, is she from another time period? Probably not. I'm probably just doing a bit of wishful thinking there. But who knows? It's not out of the picture at the moment. Then we got that clip, which I'm sure you've all seen. If not, you can head to the Doctor Who YouTube channel to watch it. Ham and cheese toasty and a pumpkin latte. It was the opening scene from the Christmas special Joy to the World. I am going to do a bigger breakdown video of that clip. So once again, stay subscribed for that. But it confirmed a bunch of things. Scenes set in Christmas 1940, the Orient Express, Mount Everest, and London 2024. Plus, a Silurian. Now, whether this means Silurians are the villains of that episode still remains to be seen. But there's definitely Silurians in it, and apparently, I don't really know what this is, but someone was talking on Twitter about the fact that they were joking about, like, Silurian Hotel, so maybe this is a hotel run by Silurians, or I don't know, exciting stuff. Another funny bit, Paul Cornell is actually in the crowd and asked RTD if the Schalke Doctor is an official Doctor, and Russell has basically stuck with the attitude he's had for quite a while now of anything's canon if you want it to be, which I can't lie, I'm kind of on board for. There's so much inconsistency within Doctor Who canon anyway, it's just fun. Like in Rogue when they just throw in Richard E. Grant, great fun, why not? Now, here's an interesting part as well. Russell has said that Ruby isn't settling down. She's back and kind of has PTSD from her adventures, and that's dramatised for her character in Season 2. I mean, maybe something happens to her in Episode 1, or I don't know, but did she have that much to be traumatised about? I mean, you could argue in Boom she almost dies. I'm on board with that being like a logical, but there's no consequence afterwards on screen. We don't see it affect her or sort of catch up with her at all. She just seems quite fine, quite happy, quite fun throughout the season. Even when she leaves, it's not because she's traumatised or because she can't live that life anymore. So I wonder how much this comment actually holds weight and whether it's more of just Russell saying, we're doing interesting things next year, and maybe it will be set up in a different way, but yeah, I thought that was interesting to take note of. Then Ncuti Gatwa talks here about being desperate to meet a Dalek, which I presume, unless they're all acting, I mean, he is an actor, but I presume that means they're not in Season 2, which, that's interesting. How long are we going to go without Daleks? I mean, Ncuti definitely deserves to face them at some point. I mean, you can't exactly wait until his finale. I suppose you could wait till Ncuti's finale, but then would it just feel like doing Journey's End Point 2? But, I don't know. Intriguing stuff. And Millie Gibson says she wants to meet the lizards that live underground, which I presume is the villains of the Christmas special, is it not? The Silurians? Speaking of Silurians and Madame Vastra, etc., Russell has confirmed there are no plans for Strax to return. I don't know how this came up, but we've got official confirmation. No more Strax. R.I.P. Strax. RTD also said he wishes there were no copyright laws so that R2-D2 could just glide into the TARDIS. Would that be possible with Disney? Probably not. Someone out there who knows legal stuff will probably give me a good reason not, but yeah, I don't know whether I'd want that canon. It would be fun though. Like, just imagine the scenes, like Darth Vader, lightsaber out, ready to fight someone, and the TARDIS just appears. I mean, the Doctor would probably just get stabbed or whatever, but it would be cool. Russell promises there's more breaking the fourth wall, more music, and it's not necessarily a musical, but an episode full of a lot of musical songs. But Doctor Who's future is looking bright. Despite all of the reports that the show's crashing and burning, we're having a spin-off. We've got a second season. We don't know about season 3 or 4 or whatever's coming in the future. But for now, Doctor Who is in relatively good shape. Thank you very much for watching this video. As ever, if you did enjoy, please do remember to like, comment, subscribe. It really helps me out a lot. It really helps me out a lot. Yeah, you know the drill. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.